Good morning. This is Reverend Christine Emmerling, and we have Reverend Mark Stuefloten and Reverend Teresa Stuefloten. To everyone listening, we welcome you to our Community of Infinite Spirit Sunday service, and we thank you for joining us. We will begin with an opening song by Reverend Donna Michael from her album, Into the Light, titled, God Speaks to Me.
God speaks to me. In the silence, God speaks to me. In the silence, God speaks to me. In the silence, God speaks to me. God speaks to me. God speaks to me. God speaks to me. In the silence of my heart, God speaks to me. God speaks to me. God speaks to me. In the silence of my heart. In the silence, God speaks to me. 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 God speaks to me. God speaks to me. God speaks to me. In the silence of my heart, God speaks to me. God speaks to me. God speaks to me. In the silence of my heart. God speaks. 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 God speaks, 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 God speaks. In the silence, God speaks to me. 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 God speaks to me. God speaks to me. God speaks to me. In the silence of my heart, God speaks to me. God speaks to me. God speaks to me. In the silence of my heart. God speaks, God speaks, God speaks, God speaks.
Let us join together in prayer, beginning with the divine science statement of being. And let us say this together. God is all, both invisible and visible. One presence, one mind, one power is all. This one that is all is perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. I am an individualized expression of God. And ever one with this perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. And so it is. Let us bring our attention to our breath, knowing every breath we breathe is a sacred breath, a holy life-giving breath of pure love. This love lives and moves through our whole being. I am a radiant light of love. This light is growing, radiating forth, joining us together as one great beacon of love. We now extend our light, our love, to all life everywhere, both invisible and visible, all worlds, all dimensions, all universes. For we are truly one, one in spirit, one in God, one as love. And so it is. Amen. It is now my pleasure to turn this over to Reverend Mark for his meditation.
Good morning, everyone. And thank you, Reverend Dr. Christine, again, for a warm, welcoming, warm words and a wonderful song to begin our service today. Today I'm reading from Daily Word, Choosing Positivity Brightens My Life. Throughout the years, I have met folks who stayed upbeat, even when they encountered difficult times. Likewise, I have met others who seemed downbeat or anxious even during seemingly stable periods. It's up to me to decide the kind of person I wish to be. I want to expect the best, keep my heart open to love, and to keep my mind open to new ideas. So I choose positivity again and again. I meet life eagerly and focus on the good. I will do that good, and all I might accomplish will be good. I greet people warmly and go about my business lightly. At day's end, I look back with gratitude for everyone I encountered and all I did. Each day I might not be perfect, but I know I have the power to find the good around me and to be optimistic no matter what I'm doing. Amen to that. Always trying to work from our highest good and for the highest good of others keeps our health and a happy heart. Now let us prepare our hearts and minds for our meditation today. Putting our focus on the divine, going inward, seeing God as you know God to be or imagine God to be. Get in touch with that divine flow that is thriving within you. Feel it, embrace it as you dive deeply inward. God's goodness is freely given. God's goodness is freely given. God is the good in the world. God's goodness is the good in the universe. God's goodness is the good in creation. God's goodness freely flows through all life. It flows through me. God's goodness flows through me. I am made from good because my Creator is good, and only good can come from good. All that I see is God. Therefore, all that I see is good. The good is there in everything I see. Everything that is, its substance is the goodness of God. God's goodness is in every situation. God's goodness is in every condition. God's goodness is in every circumstance. I experience God's goodness in all things, in all experiences, in all people. God's goodness is in everything. God's goodness is the substance of creation. God's goodness is in all living things, and in all creation, everything's alive. Everything is spirit. Everything is alive with the energy of God's goodness. God's presence is in everything and everyone. See the good. See God in all things. I exist. I thrive. In a corner of the universe, my corner, my place, I am always in the right place. I am always in a field of good. My diamonds, my gold, my love, my life. All the good things that I am entitled to, that were mine from the beginning, gifts from God, are here wherever I am. Not over there, not over there, not over the hill, up the mountain. My good is wherever I am. I am one with the divine flow of God's goodness. I am one with my Creator. There is only good and very good. I am one in the divine flow of God's goodness. I am one in the divine flow of God's goodness. Only hope, love, and peace. Only the good. Happiness, prosperity, health, wealth, and well-being are my natural state. Not the kind of wealth that hoards, but flows, where I touch everything lightly, where everything comes into my life, but not to stay, but to flow outward. I touch everything lightly. Nothing is mine. Nothing comes to stay, only to visit and to move on. Now take a moment to go into the silence and touch lightly. Dip your fingers into the flow, the divine flow of your good, and know that it is infinite. It is yours for a while, but it never runs out. It just flows through you. Nothing is here to stay. A continual flow for everyone. Feel that power. You are made from God. You have divine substance. The same substance is in the moon and the stars, the sun, the earth, all of creation, divine spirit, substance. You are holy ground, Everywhere is holy ground. As you go about your week, look for the divine good. It's in everything. It's in everyone. Find that good. Let it flow. Keep a smile. Have it ready for the next one you see, the next person, the next little bird, the next little animal, the next creature. Give a smile. Let that divine light come through your eyes and make that divine twinkle. For love is flowing through you. Divine love. See it everywhere. Embrace it. And now, as you move out from the depths, know that you're never, never without the presence of God. You are always in God. There is nowhere else but in God. And in God, all is good. All is right. Now, take a deep breath and release and know that all is good. All is God. And so it is. And now I return our service back to Reverend Dr. Christine for her words of wisdom, her talk today, and some more music. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Mark, for that beautiful meditation. We shall now have a song by Daniel Nahmod from his album Sacred Love, titled Yes, I Am.
Here to be the love of
Today, my talk is titled, The Choice is Ours. It's about the choices we are making in our daily life. Moment by moment is a choice in what we choose to think about and do. But most people don't think of it that way. Instead, they think thoughts just happen to us. I'm here to say that we do have a choice, that we are to have dominion over our thought process. The following is a story I heard years ago. As it goes, a minister was traveling by air to a capital city, and when he landed was met by a fellow minister who sincerely asked him, "Can you see the heavy darkness that is covering our city?" "No," said the visiting minister. "Don't you feel the evil of darkness, of suffering and misery that is hovering over our city?" "No, I don't feel anything. All feels great to me," replied the visiting minister. "What's wrong with you? Have you lost all your senses for seeing evil?" And the visiting minister replied, "I see only the light, for I am walking in the light. Wherever I go, I am surrounded by the light, and all I see is beauty, joy, peace, and goodness everywhere, and it is glorious." End of story. We have a choice to have a dark cloud hanging over ourselves, complaining and seeing the worst in situations and people, or to let our light shine and see the good and feel good. As Jesus the Christ said in Matthew chapter 5, verse 14 to 16, "You are indeed the light of the world. A city that is built upon a mountain cannot be hidden. Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, so that it gives light to all who are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven." Then in Matthew chapter 6, verses 22 to 23, he said, "The eye is the lamp of the body. If therefore your eye be bright, your whole body is also lighted. But if your eye is diseased, your whole body will be dark. If therefore the light that is in you is darkness, how much greater will be your darkness?" Interesting that Jesus mentions the eye being diseased causes our whole body to be dark. Some people have experienced glaucoma or other eye conditions that interfere with vision, making their world dark. But Jesus is referring to something else. Here the eye is more than sight. It's how we think, feel, and perceive things that affects our whole body. What then is this body of light that Jesus is talking about? You may remember from my prior talk on our 7 energy centers. Metaphysically in the Bible, they are referred to as candlesticks. And these are the bodies chakra system. When all lit up, our light can shine ever so brightly. But if our candles have no light, then we are in darkness to experience suffering and misery. Let us take a moment to visualize our body filled with light and radiating brightly. And now affirm, I am a radiant being of light. I am a radiant being of light. Then in Matthew chapter 7, verses 3 to 5, we are told, why do you see the splinter which is in your brother's eye, and do not feel the beam which is in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, let me take out the splinter from your eye, and behold, there is a beam in your own eye? O hypocrites! First take out the beam from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to get out the splinter from your brother's eye. We cannot see something without it first being part of our own consciousness. If we see something to criticize about another person, then that must first be something within us, to some degree or aspect of it. Otherwise, we would never have seen or known of it. It just wouldn't have been part of our consciousness. The choice is ours, to see through the light of truth or through the dark, heavy fog of illusion. We can be the candle that is burning brightly, shining love, beauty, and goodness everywhere. When we turn on the light, then there is no darkness to overcome. We are then as Jesus spoke in Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. You are indeed the light of the world. A city that is built upon a mountain cannot be hidden. And then in Matthew chapter 5, verse 9, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God. Just imagine if in our White House that we no longer have a war room, but instead a peace room. And when challenges of conflict arise, that the President calls forth America's peace advisors. Or maybe this room could be called the light room, where we just behold the light of peace and love and beauty. A room dedicated to the light of love, where thoughts of fear, anger, or hate are not allowed in it. And in here, the greatest work is done through the power of silence. The Christ within, witnessing to the truth, then speaks through each one, and it is done. No longer with any long deliberations, negotiations, or plans of attack. The Christ goes before us, making the crooked road straight. Divine adjustments take place, and it is done. We truly are then the peacemakers. We are each being called to be the witness of truth from our own dedicated light room. And as Nona Brooks said during troubled times, the world as never before needs you and me. It needs our unwavering faith in God. It needs our positive certainty of God in man, the Christ. It needs our steadfast love. End of quotes. Then let us be the gatekeepers of our thoughts, our vibration. We are like a receiving station that can tune into the wide range of the collective unconscious mind and the higher spiritual realms. Like a radio, we can tune into a channel and listen. And if we don't like that station, we can change it. We change our channel by changing our frequency of vibration. The mindless mind chatter is at a low frequency, and lower yet is all the criticism, judgment, anger, hate, and shame. Fearful thoughts that just pop into the head are from the collective unconscious mind, meaning all people's thoughts are part of the collective unconscious mind and can be tuned into by a matching frequency. To reach the higher spiritual realms, we must raise our frequency to that vibrational state of peace, love, and goodness. Raising our energy's frequency is the first step. We start with conscious breathing. First, we acknowledge every breath as the life and breath of God or Spirit, love and light. Then take a slow, deep breath and exhale. That is like hitting the pause button to our streaming thoughts. We take several more deep breaths with the intent to raising our energy's frequency, to be a light, a bright light. Now we have a choice, and we can choose the quality of our thoughts. Affirmations repeated periodically are a great tool to lifting our frequency and the quality of our thoughts. Another practice is throughout the day to take a short time out to focus on God and truth, or just be in the silence. I remember a minister saying, before you enter the sanctuary, to leave your problems outside in a bucket by the door. And on your way out, you can leave them behind or pick them back up and take them with you. It's your choice. Some people seem to not have a filter between thoughts and speaking. They just blurt out whatever comes to mind, and many times it is hurtful. To have a filter means to stop and reflect on what is going to be said prior to speaking. Pausing before we speak is a choice we can learn to make. When I know that a conversation is going to be challenging or confrontational, just prior, I take a deep breath and silently say, "The Christ in me speaks to the Christ in you." And I wait until I feel centered, at peace. I never stop feeling amazed at how effective this is. The following is from Faith and Works by Anna L. Palmer. In quotes, "What happens to you when you make your positive declaration that only good can come to you? There is a vibration that passes through your consciousness and carries with it a force and generative power. A vibration that brings into expression the quality of that which you have asked for in the silence. In other words, your soul is singing itself forth with its eternal, abundant consciousness into visible form." End of quotes. Let us affirm, only good can come to me. Only good can come to me. It was the 1996 spring equinox. I was teaching a class in the Fireside Building, and a meditation was going on in the sanctuary. Suddenly, the meditation leader came running in screaming, "Fire!" She and I walked over to the sanctuary, and just prior to opening the door, I calmly said, "Only good can come out of this." Then I quickly grabbed the fire extinguisher and put out the small fire. Much good did come out of it, and so much more than we could have ever imagined. So let our souls sing and be the joyful song of life. Think of every word as a musical note or a vibrational frequency that we radiate forth through our body and soul as light. We are God's instrument, playing our unique melody, each being part of the orchestra of life. And so it is. And now I shall turn this over to Reverend Teresa for her beautiful words.
Thank you, Reverend Christine, for that inspiring message. Now we have come to the divine, loving, healing, gratitude portion of our service. We give gratitude for that which is ours to give and for that which we have received. I invite you to say, "Our community of infinite spirit gratitude prayer with me now. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Divine Spirit, we thank you for all of the blessings that are poured into our lives continuously, especially the blessing of divine love. We are loved unconditionally, just as we are. As we open ourselves to receive, we see the blessings that are poured out upon us. We have only to open our consciousness in willingness to receive, believing in the truth of abundant divine supply, giving into the flow as we open our hearts and our consciousness to receive. Gratitude for our blessings opens the space for more blessings to flow into us, and we affirm that we are so blessed. We are so grateful for every blessing, no matter how small. We share the divine love we receive with others, knowing we are one with all life. We are one heart and one mind. We lift up in prayer all of those affected by severe weather, natural disasters, accidents, illness, conflict, war, homelessness, oppression, and the senseless violence in our world. Seeing divine love and compassion coming forth to heal broken hearts and supply all needs abundantly. With deep faith, we know that we are always supported by the divine, and we give to assist others. We wish true divine love and all perfect divine blessings for everyone. May all be healthy and happy. May all be peaceful and free. May all prosper and thrive and experience the auspicious blessings of this life. And so it is. Amen. Donations to support this uplifting ministry are gratefully received on the donation page of our website, communityofinfinitespirit.org. Now I invite you to join us in the Healing Prayer Circle. On this last Sunday in September, fall is here. The weather is getting cooler, the day is getting shorter, the darkening of the evening coming earlier, the trees are beginning to show signs of autumn, and pumpkin spice lattes are showing up at the coffee shop. We join together with spiritual friends and families in a warm circle of divine love, feeling the joyful blessing of the warm, loving hands connecting us in consciousness, heart to heart. This is a holy circle. The ground on which we stand, our sacred Mother Earth, is holy ground. Today we are going to again expand the divine love we feel in our hearts. We begin with our own body. I invite you to open and expand the energy system in your own body, beginning with the base chakra. We will go up the chakra system one by one, opening and expanding each one with Om. Breathe into each chakra as we say Om. Starting with the base chakra at the base of the spine. Breathe into the base chakra and say Om. Feel the base chakra opening in divine love. Moving up to the sacral chakra below the navel. Breathe into the sacral chakra and say Om. Feel the sacral chakra opening in divine love. Moving up to the solar plexus chakra above the navel, breathe into the solar plexus chakra and say Om. Feel the solar plexus chakra opening in divine love. Moving up to the heart chakra, breathe into the heart chakra and say Om. Feel the heart chakra opening in divine love. Moving up to the throat chakra, breathe into the throat chakra and say Om. Feel the throat chakra opening in divine love. Moving up to the third eye chakra in the forehead, breathe into the third eye chakra and say Om. Feel the third eye chakra opening in divine love. Moving up to the crown chakra above the top of the head, breathe into the crown chakra and say Om. Feel the crown chakra opening in divine love. Continue to breathe and feel the entire chakra system open in the light of divine love. Breathe and feel divine love permeating the entire body with divine love, divine light, and divine wholeness. Every system of the body is bathed with the light of divine love. Breathe it in and say, thank you, Spirit, for the healing light of divine love. Thank you, Spirit, for the healing light of divine love. See every relationship in your life filled with the light of this divine love. Any relationship that needs healing is bathed in the light of divine love. Open your heart to see the light of divine love present in every relationship, harmonizing and healing all relationships. We are one with all beings. We see and feel our oneness. Let's open our heart and send divine love out everywhere around the world to our family, friends, neighbors, co-workers, clerks at the stores where we shop, those across our nation, politicians, those around the world in every nation, all beings everywhere. We send you healing and harmonizing divine love and light. We see you as you truly are, a beautiful divine expression of the One. We know that we are one with you, and we wish you perfect divine health, happiness, and wholeness, all of your relationships in perfect divine order, in divine love and light. We see all of the animals on our sacred Mother Earth bathed in the light of divine love and light, cared for in the highest way as the consciousness of humanity is raised in divine love and light. Divine One, help us to be aware of our divinity in every moment and to remember that we are choosing to be peacemakers and light workers, holding the vision of divine wholeness. Help us to embrace divine love and peace for all, seeing our oneness with all life. Help us to remember that we are your heart and your hands in this earth realm. May we be a blessing to our fellow beings every day. May the divine love, light, and peace we send out be received with joy. May it open hearts everywhere. May all awaken to the truth of the beautiful light of their divinity. Thank you, Divine One, our Creator and our Source, for this understanding of truth. Om, peace, amen, and so it is. Our announcements for today: we invite you to join us on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Time for a guided meditation by calling 518-418-1389. Join us live next Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time for our Sunday service at the same number. We invite you to visit our website, communityofinfinitespirit.org, to access the resources we have available. You can listen to podcast recordings of our Sunday services and meditations on our website under Healing Words and on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel at Community of Infinite Spirit. We post daily affirmations and short inspirational messages on our Facebook page and on Instagram. We have an ongoing Zoom book study group Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. We also have a Joel Goldsmith Zoom book study group Wednesday mornings at 11 a.m. Pacific Time. We welcome you to join us. We will be starting new books in both of these groups the first week of October. so you can get in on the beginning of the new book study. See the details on our website to sign up for either or both of these Zoom book studies. Sign up for our newsletter and announcements via email on our website. Follow and like us on our Facebook page and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Community of Infinite Spirit. If you would like email and text reminders of our Sunday service events and book studies, you can join our meetup group, Community of Infinite Spirit, at www.meetup.com. If you would like to donate to the Community of Infinite Spirit, you may do so on the donation page of our website via PayPal or credit card, or by postal mail at the address at the bottom of our homepage. We are truly grateful for all donations, and we thank you for your generosity in supporting the Community of Infinite Spirit. Now we will have our closing song.
This song is by Sophia from her album Journey into Love, titled Prayer of St. Francis.
Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Oh, divine Master, grant that I may not speak so much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, and it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Lord, make me an instrument of thy
This concludes our service. You are wished infinite blessings, perfect health and wholeness, peace, joy, faith, hope, and unconditional love in each and every day. Have a wonderful week. Remember to live in the light of awakened consciousness, seeing the good in each day. Namaste, the divine in me sees the divine in you.